Mr. Riera, about 50 days, more precise, 53, let's say 8 weeks ago, you were officially announced as the new head coach of Nogometni klub Celje. It seems 8 weeks, not too much time, but so much has happened from your announcement to this day. How would you summarize everything that's happened so far?
Happy so far for what we did. Football, sometimes we are trying to get time, and to ask for time, especially on a world of coaches, but you have no time. You have no time, and if you had said the job, you have to know this clearly. So you won't hear from me many times about timing. We want to win from the start, but win is easy to say, and you have to do a lot of good things to win games. That's why I'm focused not only on the points, I'm not focused on the trophies, I'm not focused in winning games, I'm focused on the way how to play, how every player can improve, and if every player improves, then the team logically is improving. So focus on what is in my hands to try to get the best from the players, and this is my responsibility, this is my job, and focus on this, on all the details that I'm telling them that everyone can improve.
First game came 3 days, maybe 2 practices with the team. It didn't start well. Goal conceded in the 4th minute, injury in the 12th. How important was for you not just to start good, but more importantly, not to start on a loss?
Well, but I repeat again, for me it's more about the feelings and the way how we play. I would say that the first game against Aluminium, as you clearly said, is only 3 days together. Difficult that they will catch many ideas as now you can see the way how we are playing. We will play a better game, we will play worse games, but it depends on the opponent also. But the first game you could see against Aluminium already some ideas, and the most important, we were superior than the opponent. We showed this on the pitch, but we didn't show this with the result. But I was not worried about this, because I repeat many times, for me the most important is not the result, is the way how we get the ideas, the way how we plan and we play. And on this I could see already after 3 days that we got a few of them. I repeat again, I don't like to say about the timing, but yeah, we came only 3 days before that game. But already you have many games, you don't have a lot of time to train when you have a lot of games. So it's difficult to add a lot of things, but till now I'm happy how they got the ideas and what I'm telling to the players. This is a process, a long process, 10 months on competition, keep learning every day. And I'm happy with that, to say that even if we work hard every day, even if we are focused, even if we are working properly, we will never get the perfection. The perfection doesn't exist, but we have to try to get as close as possible of this, and to see that every day we are improving. This is the biggest satisfaction as a coach, and for the players, for them, that they are improving every single day.
Afterwards came the first home game of the season. It was in Europe. You walked onto the pitch for the first time as the head coach of the home team and got a very warm welcome. How was the feeling of turning back and seeing all the support?
I'm always saying that this game without the fans has no sense. So we need them. We need the fans. We need this, as you said, warm. The games at home, especially the games at home, but also when we are playing away, to see that they are supporting us, because this is the meaning. This is the meaning. This is a show. I always say this is a show. This game, and it's so beautiful that if you share, if you enjoy with others, I mean with our people, it's even more beautiful when you have a good results. But even when, and this I'm always saying about me as a coach, the players, they need me, especially when we don't have results. They need solution, they need options, they need the things or the situation, why they are happening these situations. When we are winning, it's easier to go all together, right? So the same that I'm saying in a worst moment or bad moments, I will be there for them, for the players. The same from the fans to help us, and doesn't matter the way. What I can promise is that to the people is we will work on the best way possible, the professionality every single day, 24 hours per day, because even when I'm with the family, even when we are not at the training, I'm still thinking on my player, how we can improve them, how the trainings can be better, how on ideas, new ideas, how we can improve. So the same for the fans, to be close to us in all the moments during the season.
The first European challenge was Vitoria. I remember the reactions from the fans and from the public when the draw was announced. Not many gave Celje the chance to progress. It was more of like, okay, you made the next step in your progress as a club. But Celje progressed, and not only progressed, it achieved a really amazing magical night in Guimarães. What do you think you did to install that self-belief in the players, that they are able to basically compete with every single team that they face?
Well, you said one important eliminatory round against a team that clearly was very favorite, not only favorite, really favorite. But if I have to say the key is not only in this game, is to see, or they believe on the way how we are working, and they can see the progress on themselves. So a little bit to forget about the opponent. Of course we are studying, of course we are playing depending on the way how the opponent plays, then how we can hurt them. But if they see the progress, if they believe in themselves on the way how we are playing, you go out on the pitch and you are capable to do many things. So I will say almost from the first week they could feel this, and this is one of the keys. And then with the results after that, if the results also they are coming, this is double satisfaction, because I'm insisting a lot with the players to have a little bit this mentality close to mine. To the results, of course, is the most important in football. At the end, we are playing to win games, but the result at the end is the consequences of what you're doing during the game. So focus on what we are doing during the game, prepare well the game, give your best, and if you make a lot of good things during the game, you are closer to win games. So focus on this, and the players, they believe on this way. And yeah, we were talking about this round, but then it was another one that we also play fantastic, and another one that, because we came with a bad result from there, we couldn't make this, let's say, almost miracle, but we compete against a fantastic team. So this makes us to believe that we have a great future.
In the span of 42 days, you played 12 games. It was a really hard tempo. Looking back on it, in the championship, Celje is still unbeaten, first place, second most goals scored, the best defense. How proud are you of yourself and the boys, what you achieved in those 42 days?
Not on myself. I mean, I'm always saying that the coach only is probably the one that organized them, but the quality is on them. The quality, if you don't have quality players, forget, we don't have any magic stick the coaches to make them to win games and to make or to win trophies at the end of the season. You depend on them. You depend on them. You depend on the players. That they are the ones, that they are the most important, and this is the truth, because at the end they are winning games. But also when they are losing games, I am the one that I say, listen, when you are winning games, you are the ones. When you are losing games, you are also the ones. Because, of course, I make mistakes. Sometimes I'm thinking that one plan can be the best, and at the end, it was not the best for this game. But we are together on all this. But this is the truth, and I repeat many times, and this is what I'm feeling inside, because when I was a player, I felt that I was important. But now, I'm the organizer, of course, but they are my arms, they are my legs, they are everything. So it depends on them. It depends on how good they are, and they are doing really well. But because they have a quality and they are understanding, I'm trying to improve them to open a little bit more the eyes that they can do more things that they've been doing. that the players, they don't have any limit. Don't put any limit on yourself. One of the responsibilities of the coaches, I think, is to put the players where they give their best. This is one of the main responsibilities, because sometimes, depending where you put one player, he can give 70-80% of his best, and no, we have to try that they give their best. So trying to do the best for them, trying to help them, but at the end they are the most important.
You mentioned a lot of times that you will not be satisfied if some players came to you and said, I want to stay at Celje for 5 years. You want them to progress, you want them to get better, and that's what you also proved last season, that you help players excel. How do you cope with the consequences of that? Because Slovenian league is still a league that is like a target area for bigger leagues to get some players. How do you cope with the consequences of your good work, meaning players leaving?
Well, at the end, for the coaches, it's not the most beautiful, because you have to accept that some players leave the Slovenian league and to leave the clubs because they are improving in their careers. This is normal. All of us in our job want to improve. This is normal. You have to choose well. This is important. You have to choose the correct moment. This is also important. That's why, as you said, 5 years thinking to play in Slovenia. I'm not saying that it's a bad league, but because you have always something where you are looking for, when you improve, when you are ready, then it's the moment. I can talk, for example, for myself, when I was assistant coach 2 years, I started this job as assistant coach in Galatasaray first year. Then, okay, I was thinking maybe to start. I said, no, I think I'm not ready to be a head coach. And then, okay, another year. After the second season, I felt that I was ready. So it depends also on the player when you feel that you are ready, when is the correct moment, and where is the correct place to go. So it has to be all this in a good situation. But for example, we have the case of Messi that left us, fantastic player with a lot of good conditions, Italian league, Serie A, better future for the player. The coach cannot say too many about this. Just wishing him the best. He did a fantastic job for us until he was here, and that's it. So the same for the rest of the players, to have always this dream inside of them, because if they have this dream, is the best way how to improve them as a players.
How important is, in your mind, the mentality of the players to get them to think in the correct way? I remember last year you said that your team hasn't lost 2 games in a row. The same happened so far here in Celje, although the 2 losses were in Europe. The next game was always the answer. The next game was always a win. It was against Mura after a home loss against Vitoria, and after Maccabi it was Maribor. So how important is that for you to have players that can bounce back and show that they are capable of much more than they show in the game that they lose?
Well, that we cannot have 2 accidents in a row. You can have 1, you cannot have 2. And like this, you are always connected, and this is the best way how to improve this character and this mentality. And I am always putting to the players the same example. When you are a boxer, you can receive 1 kick. You cannot receive the second in a row. The second in a row, probably you will go down. You go down, you are closer to lose the combat. So you can receive 1, but then you have to be ready to give the next one. So like this, you keep alive. Because when you receive 1, but then you hit 1 positive, you are alive, you are in the mood. So I like to put this example because it's a clear one. Never 2 accidents in a row. So like this, you are always connected, you are always in the game, you are always looking up and in front. And this is the way how I like to talk to the players and to have this mentality, because it's so important for the future.
You mentioned that you knew how great of a team you possess, but now looking back 8 weeks of being with them, did any player surprise you by their quality, by their improvement?
Well, I'm not a fan to talk about individual players. When we talk about the opponents, rarely I'm talking about individual players of the opponent. I'm talking more about general, about the team, how is the idea working, and for us the same. Of course you need individual players, you need at the end who define, but I will not tell you any player, and I will tell you the main reason. In our way how we play, I'm always also giving this example to the players. If our center backs, they are giving the ball, a beautiful ball to the midfielders. The midfielders, they are ready to give a beautiful ball to the strikers and score a goal. If a start in our game that the center backs or our defensive line give let's say a rugby ball to the midfielders, can you imagine how this ball will arrive to our strikers? So this is the way. So for us and for me, on how I understand this game, is so important. The keeper, the same as center backs, because you can see on the way how we are playing, the center back, they are so important player for us. The same as midfielders controlling the game, they are the heart of the game, and the striker to define and to score goals. So you can see how all of them, they are so important. So that's why, and this is the reason, explaining you this, that I never talk about individual players.
We know you as a very dedicated head coach, a very devoted to his team. You also mentioned in one of the previous answers that even when you go home you think about your players, your squad. Can we say that you are a little bit of a fanatic in this sense, because people that work with you, even the players, describes you as like a really passionate about football, similar to what like other players would say about, I don't know, Marcelo Bielsa or Pep Guardiola that you know so much. How do you, what I'm interested is how, if, or maybe even when do you switch off? How do you keep your mind fresh with all the passion and the dedication that you possess?
I don't need brain fresh. I'm enjoying and loving what I'm doing. So when you love what you're doing, this is, for me, I'm not calling work. This is my job. This is what I enjoy more. So I don't need to disconnect. Of course, you are doing during the day all the things when you are not in the training, but at the end it always comes to you, the football, because this is what I did all my life. And if I have to say something, I don't like to talk about myself, but if I have to say some characteristic, I will say the energy and the passion that I have for this game. The day that I won't have this because of the reason that it comes, because tiredness, because I don't know in a few years what it can happen, then I will make a break, because I need this. I need to enjoy, to give my best. I need to feel happy, to give all my knowledge to the players. So this is the way how I'm enjoying, and something very important, because I'm only one of them, because the team, everyone is important. I want close to me the same passion, the same energy for the people that is around me. So this is what I am asking to them, requesting to them, and trying that they feel this energy from me. So if one day, for the reason that it is, I need a break, then I will say, but I need this, I need to feel like this, because it's the best way how to give my best to the team.
You said that Celje is expected to win a championship, to battle for trophies, that you don't shy away from it. Is that that extra pressure or that expectations, is that a motivation for you, or is it a privilege to have?
Totally privileged. This is a motivation. This is this is something beautiful. That's why I'm not scared to say that we are the one, and we are not one of, because I want to win. Can I promise? No. Can I promise trophies, wins? No. Well, I can promise the professionality, the way how we try to play and to give our best. But to say that we have to play in front of 50,000 people, and or that we are playing football. We are not working. We are playing football. So beautiful. So this is what I'm transmitting to the players when we play against Vitoria away, when we play against Maccabi away. Enjoy, boys, enjoy. But this is the most beautiful. You have the most beautiful profession in the world, the most. One of the examples I like to give is, and the people will understand and will support this idea, and that's why we are demanding a lot to the players. They are getting paid to be fit. They are idols. People want to be like them, playing football. what a beautiful profession, right? So they need to enjoy. They need to enjoy. Go there, try to give their best, play well, treat well the ball, and play a nice football, and not as a pressure, as a motivation. So I think they got this idea, and we are working on this way, not as a pressure, as something beautiful that is in front of us, and we want to catch it.
To finish this interview off, you started last season on the way to the championship really well, got a lot of advantage in the first phase of the championship. Now you said that Celje is already positioned where we want to be at the end of the season. How important is it to you to replicate what you already did last season?
Well, it's important to start well. If you start well, of course, you have more chances. But the most important is not how to start, it's how to finish. So if it will be, as you said, like a previous season and winning and starting already in a pole position and keep going, don't looking back, because we are, with the player we are talking about, I said, don't look at the back, just look in front, look what we have for the next game. But don't forget, and I said also last year, and in some situation that everything is positive, everything is with confidence, and this is a game. This is a game. We're gonna lose games. We're gonna concede goals. This is normal. This is playing football. It's gonna happen these things, but we're gonna be strong. We're gonna look ahead again, and we're gonna win a lot of games. But be ready for these moments, because it can happen. But everything that is already in the pocket is in the pocket. All the points that we won and how we played, it's already done. So congratulations to the team, but it's not finished. It's just the start. So keep going, keep enjoying, and at the end of the season we will talk again.
Thank you.